Hello sim racers and welcome to this new Pitlane sim racing video featuring RaceRoom, where we take a look at the newly updated Group 5 cars. And now it's over to our mediocre race driver Jason, who's lining up on the grid ready to race. Okay, well, thank you Jason for the intro, and this is Sim Racing Jason for Pitlane Sim Racing on the grid at Hockenheim in a Group 5 BMW 320. We are starting at the back of the grid as we completely fail to deal with the, oh my word, the absolutely mental wheel spin that these ridiculously over boosted cars can kick out.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Hold your line, clear left.
And as you can see, the new physics updates have done nothing to reduce the brutality of driving a Group 5 car.
On your right.
In fact, with the new update, where they more realistically model the crossblow tyres that these cars raced on rather than modern day radials, meaning that with the stiffer sidewalls is that there's less give in the tyre, so they're more prone to slipping and sliding. So combine that with a dustbin sized turbo, you've got something that is absolutely crazy to race. Until you're up in third gear and in a straight line, you just can't use more than a third of the throttle. And even then, all you're doing is just managing the wheel spin. I'm telling you now, even with pretty conservative force feedback settings, the amount of effort that's required to fight back against these cars with a direct drive wheel, it's a real workout. It takes your breath away. You got nothing, and then everything. You don't know what turbo lag is until you drive a Group 5.
Car right.
Oh my god.
Still there. Right side's clear.
Right. If anybody has got any idea how to keep these things in a straight line, let me know in the comments. Because I don't know how long I can keep this up for. Now, I did want to talk about the new Group 5 physics updates,
The leader's just done a 152.
but it's taking everything I got just to keep these cars keep these cars facing the right way. But okay, so we mentioned about the fact that they now race on crossblow tyres, properly fully modelled crossblow tyres. They've also sorted out the issues with the overly exaggerated temperature range for the brakes. so they now work within a much more realistic window. So again, you've got to be mindful of the fact that they do not brake in the same manner as they did before. Which is why they're asking you to delete all your old setups, and if you took part in any leaderboards, all the times have been wiped, because the difference in handling, the difference in handling they've got compared with what they had, means that your old setups won't work, and the leaderboard times just don't actually reflect what these cars are now capable of. Now, whether they're fast or slow, I don't know, because I never took part in one, but
Cold tyres all round.
crikey, you'd have thought I'd have burnt the tyres out.
Incident in turn 30. We think it might be Sullivan. Fastest lap for Lewin, 151.3.
What is good though is they have got a nice varied grid of cars on here. You've got Porsches, Chevys, Fords, BMWs. So there's something here that should tickle your fancy. They are all just as mental as each other, so it doesn't really matter what you pick. You'll spend more time driving it out of the side windows than the windscreen, so you know. Don't think you're going to get a massive advantage with any one particular vehicle. You'll probably find that you won't be able to drive either. Come on. Let's get in, let's get in. Oh, no.
Good work, mate. Keep it up.
No, because he's coming back at me. This has got to be some of the maddest sim racing cars that I have ever attempted to pedal around a track. In some of the warm-up races I did, so I could at least make sure I could complete 5 laps without making a complete fool of myself. Mr. Gear, even the AI ended up facing in the wrong direction at some points. Now, no. So, if the computer-generated AI cars can't remain facing in the right direction, what hope as a simple human ever gonna get? Incident in the hairpin. Oh, we might make some places up here. Oh.
White flag.
As we drive in through the dust, smoke, shall I say?
Well done, Jason. Great move. Keep it up.
God. Yeah, you combine
Car in front is 2.
like all that crossbar tyres, the brakes, the absolutely ridiculous turbo and turbo lag. You've practically got undrivable cars. Oh, and no ABS, so he's locked up. Oh my word.
to Mobile 1.
Yeah, I noticed that, mate. If you want to get fit, if you want to have a good old physical workout, get RaceRoom, get the Group 5 cars, and attempt to hold on to one of these, as it wants to kill you. Man alive, I'm out of breath. Right, well that was our attempt to check out and talk about the new physics updates for the Group 5 cars. But that was not as easy as I thought it would be. I hope you could still see what a challenge these Group 5 cars are, even if I couldn't really describe it very well. If you enjoy my efforts, then please consider a like and a share, as it really helps us out. Okay, that's it for today's video. In the meantime, please remember, race hard, but race fair.